Hello, friends, and welcome to our third day of pausing during Lent. And today, as we pause, we reflect on the word choose. We read from Deuteronomy chapter 30, verses 19 to 20, which says, "Choose life, so that you and your descendants may live, loving the Lord your God, obeying him, and holding fast to him." This might sound familiar. We recently read this text in our church services. And you'll remember and you'll know from your own life that every choice we make has consequences. Consequences for us, and even consequences for those who are living around us. And no different for the Israelites in the wilderness, as Moses puts this before them. Choose life. Choose life as you obey God and hold fast to God, so that you may live and your descendants may live. In the same way, Lent asks us to examine our own choices, the choices in our thoughts, in our imaginations, the choices in our actions, and even in our inaction when we choose not to act. We make choices that lead to life or death. Life in our community, life in our souls, life in our relationship with God, and death in our communities and our souls and our relationship with God and with one another. And so as a practical example, I'd like you to make two lists today. The first list, what brings me life? And the second list, what takes life away from me? And as you go throughout the day, you can add to these lists as something brings you life and as something takes life from you. It could be the chores, it could be interactions with people, it could be reading, it could be television, both good and bad, taking life and giving life. And then at the end of this day, as you look at those two lists, reflect on them and ask God for guidance in choosing life. Perhaps as you look at those lists, you might realize some habits and practices that you can start letting go of, for they take life from you. And as you look at what gives you life, give thanks to the Lord our God, for ultimately God is the one who gives us all life. Amen.